Who is it? Who is it? Here you go. Tina, cigarette. See what you got there. Because I'm in a place where I could never be bad. Anything to feel bad about. It's not better than where I was.
Where was you?
I was in prison, out there on the street, running around doing crazy shit. I'm a lot happier these days. Life just a lot more simpler.
So tell us about this key box.
Well, this key box right here has all the keys that opens every locked doors on the facility, and it's kept under strict control. We make sure we know who give it to. We must sign it out. When they return it, they must sign it back in. We don't just allow anybody to have any key they want at any given time. It must be for a reason and purpose. I've been around the facility about going on 5 years. And I was gone for a little while. I went back in and did my time in prison and came back.
Why'd you come back? Why not get out?
I know this is a better place for me to be. It's a safe place. I can always get more, learn more out of it. And my goal is to work here one day and help some people make some kind of difference in their life. Can you hang out for one moment, please? I'm answer this phone. Jimmy, the front desk, how can I help you? Bill's off back, thank you. Bill's off back, Nicole. Habilitat is unique in this way because we will teach people how to grow up, make better decision choices. We call everybody on the crap. What happens a lot of times, a lot of people enables us on the outside, and that's one of the main reasons why we ended up here and in prison. And here we don't enable nobody. We teach them to grow up, learn to be dependent, on themselves instead of on mommy's tits. That's why it's unique and it's special. I help teach the younger guys to learn about the way they think, why they behave in a certain way. Teach them to change their thinking, behavior. That's my role. I use everything under the sun.
For how long?
For a long time, since I was 8 years old, I started.
8
years old.
Where were you then?
I was in Taiwan.
Is there a drug problem in Taiwan?
Yes, there's a drug problem there, just like everywhere else. But back then, when I was young, a lot of stuff was like acceptable thing. Family would gather around and smoke opium after dinner, and it was a socially acceptable thing. Like over here, when people come to your house, you say, "Hey, have a beer." Over there, it's like, "Here, have a hit." Like when I was young. It's not like that anymore. Because the problem really got out of hand as I was growing up. And there was a big crackdown on it. There was a lot of people was getting into criminal activity over it. When I was young, we didn't have too much. People actually committed crime to get stuff because it was lots of it and it was really cheap. It was like a social thing. I've been arrested probably close to around 200 times. And I've been to prison so many times I forgot to count.
And how long did you stay? What's the longest stint you ever spent in prison?
The longest I ever spent is 8.5 years straight.
Where was that?
I was in Taiwan and over here. Did part of it in Taiwan, came straight over here and went in over here.
Why is that?
I had charges on both sides. I got busted in Taiwan for heroin. Because what this place has done for me, it makes me realize that, hey, in order for me to keep it for myself, helping people is a good way to reinstill it back in myself and to show the appreciation for what Habilitat has done for me by helping others. And it makes me feel good. Yes, I have.
Tell me about smoking ice.
It's not a good drug. It's not really a drug of choice for me. But I did it just because it was there for a lot of time. And I used it to stay up. And what happened is it kind of destroys your mind. I noticed when I was doing that, I was shooting it, smoking it, mixing it with heroin and cocaine all together, all three of them, shooting it. And it made me kind of lost my mind a little bit.
How so?
I would be talking to myself. I catch myself talking to myself, doing strange things, seeing things, hearing things I ain't there, thinking that somehow everybody is around me has got some kind of motive. Why they want to be around me, and I think everybody's a cop. I'm paranoia. I'm starting to forget things a lot. A lot of times I couldn't think straight, can't really make a rational decision most of the time when I'm on it. My attitude changed. I noticed too when I was doing ice, towards people, even towards my family. I noticed that a few times I caught it myself, where I had to tell myself, oh, I need to walk away. Like I said, it's not a drug of choice for me, and I did it because it was good.
Why is ice so prevalent here in Hawaii?
Because it's readily available everywhere, and it's a drug for local people because it keeps them up, it keeps them partying. Everybody knows that they can make a lot of money off of it, and that's why they choose to bring in ice more than anything else nowadays. One moment, please. Hey, Jame at the front desk, how can I help you? Scott Ryan's all back. Thank you. Scott Ryan's all back. Scott Ryan is all fact. Yes. Alright. Jame at the front desk, how can I help you? Ty's all fact, Nicole. The reason why so prevalent around here was the ice problem, because people know they can make a lot of money off of it, and therefore they flood the island with it. That's the main focus to import as far as drug goes, because they get it pretty cheap up there on the mainland. They can make lots of money out of it. Local people like it more than anything else, and they spread it out to all parts of the island easy, because usually through their friends and family, and a lot of local people are somehow related, either by blood or by some kind of distant family relationship, and it's easy to pass on to the next person.